Hello and welcome to the Rangers News YouTube channel. My name is Cameron Willis and I'm with James Black.
How are you doing?
Today we're going to talk about the underperforming players at Rangers. There's been a lot of players kind of coming in for criticism since the winter break and actually throughout the season. Some of these names that haven't performed when we've needed them, when the pressure's been on, when the crowd's been on, the team's back. They haven't they've hid on the pitch, or they haven't had the desired influence on the side that really Rangers need at present, and we lack a kind of bit of leadership in certain areas at certain times, and we're just going to discuss what it will take to get those players firing again.
You've kind of got your pick of players to go from recent games.
The obvious one is Shea Ojo. I mean, he's kind of being battered from pillar to post at the minute, and because he's coming off the bench and in difficult games where you're expecting somebody to come on and influence it and change it and get a winner, and he's not doing it.
He's not going to do it every week.
He's not doing it at all.
No, that's true. I mean, that's a little bit unfair. I think he kind of impressed to come on the Ross County game.
He was praised. No, it was the game.
Yeah, Ross County game.
It was a disallowed goal, and he played well in the Ross County game.
Yeah.
Actually, he started that game though. He never come off the bench.
So I mean, there is a player there.
Yeah.
And I think, in Ojo's case, I think some of the criticism has kind of been a little bit over the top of him.
I'd agree there.
You kind of get the feeling that
But he came on against Aberdeen, man, and he passed the ball off the pitch. He went down at one point. I thought this was absolutely criminal. He kind of got flustered at the edge of the box, lost possession of the ball, and he went down as if he was injured, feigning an injury. And the ball bounced back to a Rangers player. I think it was in right back, and he got back up, and I'm like, we've got 10 minutes to go, we're trying to win this game. I know the crowd's ferocious and I know they're a wee bit on your back here, but you need to get straight back up. You can't be sitting feigning an injury.
If that hadn't been Shea Ojo, if that had been, say, Ryan Kent,
Morelos, maybe
nobody would have cared.
Yeah. You've got a point there, but I mean, it's not just Ojo. There's other names.
There's not just Ojo.
Kamara's been another name that's coming in for a bit of criticism for how he's performed in the last 2 weeks.
But Kamara's been poor for much longer than that. He's been off the boil for a while now, and it's only really been the last couple of games where people have kind of started picking it out and saying actually Kamara's kind of nowhere near it. Mm-hmm. Steve Davis, he's no shown up since Dubai.
What's happened there? Because I mean, he's making 5-yard passes.
He's just making 5-yard passes.
But he's losing the ball through 5-yard passes. He's and the balls over the top that he's doing when they're coming over, they're miles off it.
He looks like the player that returned to the club 12 months ago. Just kind of bereft of confidence, and I know I've seen people saying stuff about fitness and that, but I'm not having that.
I wouldn't have that either.
Not having it at all. We're talking guys that are playing week in, week out. Maybe a little bit of fatigue, just given the run of games, but we're talking elite level footballers. Most of them are international players. Some of them have played in the likes of the Premier League, Champions League. They've all played in the Europa League this season. I'm not having that after 4 games of 2020 that they're breathing at their arse. No.
I don't buy that either. I mean, so you're talking about. I think the Shea Ojo stuff's a wee bit over the top. I know as an impact player, he's not doing it enough. You've got Kamara and Davis, your starters, who aren't performing at ability. Nico Katic has even coming in for criticism. He's just been.
Katic has been kind of really off it as well the last couple of games.
For his use of the ball, really more than anything else. But there's other players in the squad. I mean, Brandon Barker's another player that's coming off the bench, and he obviously hasn't recently. But another player that's coming in for an immense amount of criticism from Rangers fans. And there's a player like Jones who isn't getting a game, who was actually proving himself to be a useful impact substitution.
Jones seems to get better the longer he's out the team, though.
I know what you mean.
That's one of these things just now. It's the more games he seems to miss, and to me it looks like if he's not finished, he's clinging on by his fingertips.
It does look that way. It looked as if they were trying to get him out the door, but before the end of January, and it just never happened.
And his complete non-appearance over the weekend.
He wasn't even on the bench. Barker was preferred to him on the bench. So what is the root cause of this. How are we going to get out of the slump? How are we going to get these players, particularly Kamara and Davis, and Katic to a lesser extent? I know there's backup there, but players like that are starters, confirmed starters, and even Joe Aribo, who I thought against Aberdeen again, the crowd's ferocious crowd. It was a wee bit of like a kind of flashback to the Celtic game. He just looked to kind of passing by, and he wasn't involved enough. There was a few kind of flashes, but players that are like hiding on the pitch and not taking responsibility enough. I think the fans can take a little bit of flack for that, for the way that they're on their back. But what's it going to take for these players to overturn this form and take games with the scruff of the neck?
I think just getting some kind of key players back into the side, Tavernier, Morelos in particular. But I think their absence and just the way that it affects the whole team.
Ryan Jack's always been one of our best performers.
Ryan Jack, yeah, I mean, he's been off it a little bit as well, to be fair, recent games, but you're getting him back at his best. Having Morelos, Morelos was pretty woeful at the weekend as well. Looked nowhere near it, whether the kind of recent stuff that's been going on with all these off-field stuff kind of had an influence on it, nobody knows.
I just think he's rusty. I think he was rusty
Possibly,
against Aberdeen.
yeah.
See, we had one major chance against Aberdeen, and if fit Morelos takes it,
Well,
I know it was a
99
good
times out of 100, yeah, he
I know it was a
scores
good
that.
save by Joe Lewis, and he's a good keeper, Joe Lewis, but he's 99 times out of 100, a fit and firing Morelos scores that, and it wins us the game. And I mean, that's a bit more about his discipline, I think, than it is a bit off the pitch, because if he was available, people say about Hearts, but he wasn't playing that game, so you can't say, but he was playing against Aberdeen, and he did look rusty. And I think hopefully he's shaking it off and he'll be back against Hibs. But maybe it's just a rough patch, because if you look at the amount of players that have been off the boil, how do we get them firing again? You can't have any kind of drastic wholesale changes and upset the rhythm of the team. I just feel it's too drastic. We need to support the players that are misfiring, but we just need to work through this patch, I think.
Absolutely need to just work through it. I mean, while it's definitely fair to say that there's kind of more than a usual number of players that are off the boil, I think it's probably also fair to realise that over the first half of the season, they probably had an over usual number of players kind of punching above their weight. You know, some of the performances like Ryan Jack in the first half of the season was 9 out of 10.
Yeah, he was
every other week.
I mean, he's not had the opportunity to perform in the second half. So you don't know if he's going to match that. You know what I mean? But so you think we just need to work through it? It's
just a case of grinding it out. Title-winning teams have had runs like this before and gone on to win titles, so it's dropping some points in January is not the end of the world yet.